These are the people who did not give up.
Wake up every morning to a new day, new beginning. Just keep going.
Even when they lost nearly everything.
That's when you know, okay, it can't get any worse.
Or had nothing to begin with.
Why am I living somebody else's dream and not fulfilling my own?
They had a purpose, an idea, and they found a way.
You have to be willing to put it all out there.
Since 2018, we've told you their stories on TV. Now it's time to break out of the box. A new set of entrepreneurs.
My dream has always been to own different businesses.
New challenges to overcome.
Business is business, but first thing, our mission is to save lives.
But this time, we start at the beginning.
I'm not gonna go just work in an office and go 9 to 5 every day and show up and do the work I need to do. It's like, this is all just purely mine.
Their stories, their risks.
I think it's a pretty huge chance, but it's worth it for the greater good.
And their success in real time. This is Southwest Florida Reinvented, moving forward.
It's a good time for me to do this. It's the perfect place, atmosphere, timing, everything worked out so perfectly.
Hey there, everybody. We are on the road again for episode number 9 of Southwest Florida Reinvented, moving forward. I just got done with Fox 4 Morning News. It is a beautiful March day, and I'm headed out to Babcock Ranch to meet Bethany Hunt.
We first saw Bethany in episode 4. Now I'm going out to the new Publix shopping center being built on Highway 31 to meet her in person and to get her backstory. Why, with no business background, she decided to open her own restaurant. We'll also talk about how she's learning on the job and get an update on where everything stands.
So this is it?
This is it.
Here at the end of a row of businesses in a soon-to-be shopping center is the next phase of Bethany Hunt's life. The steady grumble of construction and the piles of dirt and bricks you see here have been a part of her story for a few years now.
When we moved in, it was a ghost town.
More than 2 years ago, Bethany's family was one of the first to build a house in their Babcock Ranch neighborhood.
Our kids did all of the activities. We enrolled them in the school. We hung out up at the square every Friday and Saturday night. Like, the kids played in the splash pad there. And I mean, like I said, we immersed ourselves completely.
They loved the community. She says it felt like they were in a bubble in a part of Charlotte County where there really isn't much else.
And then we found out we couldn't get pizza.
Here's the part in most of these stories where I play emotional music, fade to black, and in a dramatic voice I repeat, they couldn't get pizza.
Yeah, right.
But this isn't that kind of story.
What do you mean you couldn't get pizza?
Nobody delivers here. You know, we don't have very many options. The only way to get pizza was to go get it from Domino's. And I'm telling you right now, Domino's is not worth a 30-minute drive, so in my personal opinion.
Bethany's pizza dilemma was just one of the ingredients that went into what happened next. She was also at a point in her life where her children were older, and as a stay-at-home mom, she was looking for something more to do.
It seemed like the most obvious thing to do was open a pizza shop, you know?
But I don't know if most people would have taken that leap.
Yeah, for
most
sure.
people just would have complained or, or driven if they really wanted the pizza. How did you get to the point of making that leap?
It seemed like second nature to me. It just seemed like the obvious thing to do.
She says it's in her blood. Her parents have 2 restaurants in Pittsburgh where she worked growing up. So when this Publix shopping center opens up on Highway 31 in Babcock Ranch this summer, Bethany will open Pie Local. While she was giving us a tour, her contractor stopped us with a potential problem.
I just assumed that my garage door would be the same width as the opening. I never thought that there would be panels put in, and also I didn't really think it'd be up to me to decide that either, so that's pretty cool. And to show up here at the perfect time and get to make that decision is pretty neat.
Bethany got it all worked out, but the issue underscores the fact that this is all her. She's not taking over another restaurant or opening a franchise or working with a partner. She's doing it all with very little experience.
I'm not a chef. I just like to eat the pizza, but here I am. I'm gonna go to Pizza University next month to learn how to make my own dough with my own recipe. So There is a huge learning curve, especially when you come from knowing very little to needing to know every single detail.
You feel like you're up to it?
When my times are tough, I stop and I think, this is my new baby, and I can make it exactly what I want it to be. And even though it's stressful at times, it will be exactly what I want in the end. And even if I make mistakes, I can learn from them and grow from them. So yeah, I'm up for it.
Tell us what you envision here.
So every day that I come out here, there's something a little bit more that excites me. And like, you know, whether it's the brick that's being finished, the panel work that's being done, and, you know, being able to actually see what's gonna happen. And like he just told us now, my project manager, they're gonna do stamped concrete outside for us. And that'll be so nice for us because we don't have a lot of indoor seating, and that'll really open up the space here for more guests to come and enjoy it. And now that we have the bigger garage door, we have more access to the outdoor seating. And I don't know, I'm really excited. It's like really starting to take shape.
So do you envision, since this is going to be a garage door, this will just be like kind of open air and people will be able to go in and just come right back out and eat outside?
That's our plan, and we have it worked out so that the walkway up to the counter is right here, so you can come in and go out right through this door. And obviously when it's nicer, you know, we'll have that open as much as we can.
It was one leap to go from there's no pizza place, I'm gonna open my own, but how do you make that a reality?
Google and step by step. I learn every day how to open a business. I went into this not having a clue of how to do it. I don't have any business background, you know, other than just hanging out at my parents' restaurants. I don't actually know how it works behind the scenes, and I'm learning that every day. Every day I learn something new. Yesterday I met with the guy who's doing our point of sale system, which is all, like I've used it before, but it's new to me to run it. And you know, when it comes to deciding the decor and, you know, coming up with my dough recipe.
How are you feeling right now when you see how far you are?
I'm making real progress at this point. I've had a lot of meetings with picking out equipment. I chose my pizza oven, which is super cool. So everything is really starting to happen, and that's really exciting me. Like that, I'm actually making moves, you know, like we're making progress with this. Like he said, our project manager just told me that he's gonna be handing the shell over to me soon, and that's exciting because it's real, and then I get to actually go inside and actually start doing things and making my visions, you know, happen, and really start seeing it come to life.
Smile. My face hurts. Come on. All right. Time to cut. Okay. Get blitzed. Definitely.
That's a first for our series, the first of hopefully many more grand openings. We introduced you to Tony Brown in episode 1, and now, after a few delays for equipment and training, his Blitz 45 gym is open.
So what does this mean to you to finally be at this point?
Highly excited. I really didn't ever think we would get here, but actually the member base is growing. You know, my dreams are finally starting to come true. Starting Monday, we'll be open from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Each class is 45 minutes, so each class starts on the hour. And then we resurface back at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. But in between those down hours, we're having personal training hours and things like that. Well, you know what? Right now, I'm really just taking in this portion right now, but I have a lot more plans that we're going to incorporate in the very near future.
Anytime you get into business for yourself, there's something that's crucial to the equation for success.
Next week, the secret to really blowing up. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at chris.shaw@fox4now.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. Until next Thursday, this is Southwest Florida Reinvented, moving forward.